Welcome, everybody, to What's Your Bacon in 7 Questions. We are Bacon is My Podcast. This is the show where we bring on a guest and we ask them the 7 questions of life, the 7 questions to get to the core of them, the 7 questions to find out what their bacon is. And today we have Riley from the band Thrice. For those of you that, everybody that's listening, you know who Thrice is. If you don't know who Thrice is, I will give you the Reader's Digest version. Thrice is an American rock band formed in 1998 in Irvine, California, starting as aggressive post-hardcore and melodic punk, then growing into creating a wide-ranging catalog that blends alternative rock, post-hardcore, experimental rock. I just like to say genre chameleons is what they have become. Horizons West, the 12th studio album, has just come out. It is the follow-up to Horizons East. You should definitely check that out. If you haven't checked out their music, you should check out all their music because it is all amazing. And this record is really, really, really cool.
I love it.
Thank you.
It was originally going to be a double album from what I hear and what I understand. And we can talk about any of that. If we get into it, cool. If we don't, go listen to their music and that's good. But Riley, thank you for hanging out with us. How are you doing today, man?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. Trying to get my kids finished with school so they can go on winter break and we can just kind of chill out. So that's my mode at the moment. Just trying to get through school and move into
I totally get
mode.
that.
Is this their are they in school today? Or
yeah, today's their last day.
The last day? Okay.
Mine have to go Monday and Tuesday.
I have a couple students.
Yeah, they have to go Monday and Tuesday.
That's brutal.
Yeah, they are so checked out. They are so very checked out.
For sure.
Yeah, might have been checked out for a good week, I would say.
I've been checked out all week for sure.
Yeah.
Everything that I do too. I'm just we're in New York right now, but my family's in the Midwest, so I drive home. So I'll be driving home. We have a gig Saturday night, and then Sunday I'll be driving home. So my brain is already okay, I'm driving home. I gotta live. Work was I was useless. Absolutely useless.
I think what makes it worse for my kids is last week we took them out of school and went to Disney.
Oh yeah.
So they missed the week of school, and then they're coming back to this
week.
This week of before Christmas, and like you said, they're going Monday and Tuesday. Why?
Yeah.
Kind of
a dick move.
They're so checked out.
Yeah.
But part of it is my fault. I'll take blame for some of it. I get it.
But so yours are done today.
Parenting. Yeah. Done today.
Nice. Well, we don't want to take up too much crazy of your time, so we want to get right into kind of our weird beginning questions, and then we can jump into kind of whatever we want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to we've cultivated some questions that will allow us to go spelunking into your heart piece and find out more about you, if you're willing to join us on that journey.
Yeah, let's spelunk.
Let's spelunk. Let's do it.
All right.
Would you like to start this time?
Yeah, sure. I'll start this time. All right, Riley. Question number 1: how many pillows is too many?
Ooh. Are we talking for sleeping or just are you including throw pillows and stuff like that?
So are you a decorative pillow person?
I personally don't enjoy decorative pillows because I feel like they can collect dust.
Yes.
And I don't like dust. For sleeping, I would say 2 is good. 3 is fine. Any more than that, and I think there's a problem.
Then it's kind of are you injured?
Yeah. It also depends on the quality of the pillows too, because if you have multiple shitty pillows, that's
very true.
What's the point, right?
Yeah. Hotel pillows are the worst. You need 8 of them.
Yes. Yeah, because 8 hotel pillows will be about 2 regular pillows,
right?
By the time. Yes. And the fact that I have a big, heavy head.
I also have a giant round head.
It just if you put it in one, it just becomes this divot
in
between 2 pillows. Yeah, I'm with you.
You
I like
get the
that.
pillow that feels like it's full of like cotton balls or something. Like there's just nothing.
Right.
to
Yeah.
it.
You're
Yes.
like, what is this? Right.
It's
For
the
sure.
worst.
Not a fan of this. I will stuff pillows into my backpack and then
I've
put
seen
them behind another pillow so that there's some structure to it at a hotel.
Life hack.
I've done that move.
I have seen it.
Yeah. done that
I've
move
seen
a
it in
lot.
action.
All right. Question number 2.
Mhm.
What is your perfect pizza order?
Ooh. There is actually a pizza that I get locally that it's like a meatball and ricotta kind of thing going
nice.
on.
Yeah.
It's like hearty and savory and just super satisfying. Like the meatball chunks are not obscenely large, and they're not like crummy meatballs. And
Nice.
then I'm not a huge ricotta fan, but somehow in this context it works. And then it's just regular pizza sauce, but the pizza sauce is good. Thinner crust, not super thin, but also not like a Chicago style. I'm eating a loaf
More
of
like
bread
a hand toss
kind of thing.
style of.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
Well, you do need some structure to hold the ricotta and
Well, yeah,
meatballs.
if you got meatballs
Yeah.
on there, you gotta
borderline New York style crust, as
Are
best
you a
they
folder?
can do out here.
You like a big slice you can fold, or you?
I do fold. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a folder
Nice.
for sure. I don't
sounds
fold the
good.
Chicago style pizza or just Detroit style pizza though.
That poses an issue.
It's a casserole.
You got to be
Nobody
strong.
nobody folds a casserole.
No, you
Right.
you spin it around your fork like it's pasta.
Yeah.
There's so much cheese.
Absolutely. All right. Question number 3. It's the last of our food questions. I believe I
Mhm.
haven't looked at all of them. Yes.
Yeah. This
Okay.
one.
Question number 3. True or false? Cereal is a soup.
I would say true. I think. I mean,
question.
in theory, you don't get a
Right,
lot of
just-
sweet soups.
Mhm.
Squash could be sweet,
But
not that sweet, but you know.
yeah, but it is wet, and there is stuff floating in it, right? So
Yeah.
And there's
I mean, what-
definitely
what is-
cereals
what
that
is-
are not sweet. You know, like you get like a bran flake.
sure.
That's not sweet.
What is the
Plain
definition
Cheerios.
of soup, though?
We've
Right,
looked
like-
it up a few times.
Yeah,
and I
mean, we
forget
have-
it.
Yeah,
every
and
time.
then forgot. But if I just think of like we've said like cream-based broth, wheat or rice-based noodle, quote,
Mhm.
you know, so it seems to fit the criteria,
Gazpacho is a cold soup.
right? So there are cold
Yeah.
soups.
Still, it's trash, but it's still cold.
Sure.
cold soup.
So it's like the ingredients coming together in a wet, spoonable
In a bowl.
form.
Yeah,
Changing
no,
hearts and
I
minds.
think it is a soup.
I like it.
All right. Question number 4. Of all the colors, and I like this question because you guys are your songs are very heady. So of all the colors, which has the worst personality?
Probably brown, right?
You could say brown,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
The brown note or brown note. Noit.
Brown notes.
The brown noit.
The brown noit. I'm from
I
Australia.
was like, who's that?
Yeah.
That was
I
that
feel-
little dude on Domino's commercials.
I feel like metal
Yeah.
bands are really trying to truly recreate the brown note now.
Yeah. I almost felt one. I saw Living Color live, and I was standing right in front of the bass player, who's incredible.
Doug Wimmish.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was playing like a bass solo type thing, and he put like an octave pedal on, and he's hitting stuff, and I felt the little rumble in my stomach, and I was like, oh, this would be amazing if he just made this entire crowd crap their pants.
I mean, that's kind
I
of what
wouldn't even-
people are doing with like 808 drops, right?
Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a pants shitting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's getting you there.
Riley, where are you at with the ping during like breakdowns on the snare? Where just like that, where it just, you hit the notes like dun dun, open space, and you just hear
Ping. It's not for me, but it's
Yeah.
fine. I think in some contexts it works. That pingy snare sound has definitely made its way back into metal and hardcore. Like everybody gave the Saint Anger snare so much shit.
exactly.
And now
right.
it's like people are tuning their drums like that.
Yeah.
I scrolling through Instagram and it's like drummers, like live cams or whatever. And there's so many snare drums that are just like ping.
Oh yeah. There's that guy that does the he played like almost every song with a beer keg as his snare.
Yeah.
A beer keg and a
Right.
I think it was a baseball bat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
It works
Yeah.
for what it is.
There's our buddy who plays bass with us. He hates it. Every time we're at a show together and like, the breakdown's coming, he's like, I swear to God, if they do, it's not on the record, but if they do it, I'm walking out. I'm gonna kill them. And meanwhile, it's Joey, so he's like, any kind of like metal cliche there is, he listens to it, but that's the one that he will not tolerate.
It's the only one that he's not about.
What note is that? If the brown note is the 808 drop, what note are we assigning to the ping?
Oh man.
I guess it really depends, right? If it's a positive thing or a negative thing. If it's a negative thing, I think it's a brighter color.
Yeah. I mean,
The pink note.
the pink note? Yeah. Like
But pink isn't
And you-
bad.
You spell it PINGK.
PINGK. Yeah.
Oh.
The pink.
Yeah.
The pink.
Yeah.
Ping.
See where I'm going with
I
that?
think it's
That might be it.
I think it's got to be this awkward medium between pink, like neon pink,
Right.
and like salmon.
Either that or you make it like silver because it's metallic.
Oh, I see what you did there.
See what I did there? So I did
baby
that?
shit
Yeah.
yellow.
Because that's what it sounds like too.
Baby shit yellow.
Baby
We've heard
shit.
that.
Yeah.
I think the favorite.
That might have a bad personality, that color. If we're talking about personalities, like that's one that you don't want to see walk in a room. You're like, oh no, they're here. Damn it.
Yeah. Well, Riley's a dad. I'm a dad.
Right.
You are not a father.
not a father.
But all I can say is, if you ever one day have to deal with meconium,
What?
yeah.
Riley, yeah,
What's meconium?
Mhm.
meconium is the first poop.
What?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like tar.
Yeah. It's like a
I'm not kidding.
non-living.
Like you're paving a road? Like you're...
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like a non-living symbiote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
It
it's venom?
sticks to everything.
Venom's coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's horrifying.
It sounds
it's
like
awful.
It sounds
It's
awful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you ever get to encounter it, avoid it.
I'm good.
Avoid it.
You should just seek it out.
Yeah,
Just try to
there's
find
there's probably a YouTube video
Plenty on the black market. Yeah.
Yeah.
on the dark web. And
You
go
got
find
a
it on the dark
VPN. You're good. Just you got a VPN. Look in some
I can
strange.
probably order it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can probably get it from somewhere.
Exactly.
Off topic, since we were talking about snare sounds and stuff. I know that like for me, there's very few snare sounds when I listen to records. Like the first time I ever went in to like make a record, and the guy that I was working with was like, "Hey, listen to a couple things and give me some ideas of the sounds that you like." And I like dove deep, like way too deep, and I went way too far. And he was like, "Okay, dial it back a bit." And I took every instrument and I was like, "Okay, what snare sound do I like?" And it was the hardest thing in the world for me to find, because I was like, I don't like the sound of any of these snares. Like, I can love the sound of the guitars and a kick on a record, and some like toms are pretty easy. Like,
That's really interesting. I didn't know that about you.
And I never like snare sounds. And it's funny because my girlfriend also had the same affliction where she's, but
Well,
she
you work with the same
like,
guy, yeah.
she only likes Rancid's snare sound,
Right.
which is cool. It's a good snare sound. But like, do you have a favorite snare tone that like you tried to chase from like other bands, or something that you were like, oh man, I really like that one?
Not really. I don't think I could like put it on one particular band.
Right.
I generally, within what we do, I feel like a really dumpy, like low, almost 80s sounding snare where it's like gushy. I don't think that works. We've used that on some songs, but like if I'm talking big picture overall Thrice snare sound, I think somewhere in the medium high tuning range with just a little bit of muffling generally works good. I don't particularly like super cranked high pingy snares. But it's tough. Like there's like a meme that goes around in like mixing forums or like audio forums. It's like snare sounds like shit, and it's like all these different memes with that text on it. I think it's just because snares are finicky beasts, and it depends on how you hit it. It depends on what head you're using. It depends on how you tune it, how you muffle it, what kind of drum you're using, what kind of hoops, what kind of mics you have, and then who's mixing the record.
Sure.
So somewhere in the medium high range, tiny bit of muffling, and then having a good mixer helps a lot.
What's that one instrument that makes you blink? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Like a snare makes you like shocks you a little bit. So it's got to be right. Like it's got to work, because if it doesn't, then it's like it's the only thing you hear. I've definitely heard mixes where I'm like, oh man, the only thing I hear in this mix is the snare. Like, what is happening?
It's terrible.
That's usually my first mix that I send off to you guys. Is always like,
that is often your first mix.
The first mix is like, the kick is so high, the snare is so high, and I was like, but it sounds good. The tone, it's great, right? The tone is really great. It's cool. Okay, good. I'll bring them down.
It's tough. I don't envy mixers at all. I can't do it personally. It seems like a dark art to me.
Yeah, I can't do it either.
But it would be so difficult, I feel like.
I like doing it, but I don't like when I have to field it out and go, what do you think? And when people go, I don't like how this sounds, without suggestion to fix it.
Period.
It goes, it's like, okay, well, you can learn to live with it.
Right.
That's it. That's where it's going.
Yeah.
You have no suggestions? Cool. Okay.
Yeah. I don't like it doesn't get to be its own only sentence.
Yes.
It doesn't end there.
No.
It's not how that works.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 5.
Question number 5. What's one thing? It's a two-parter.
Yeah.
What's one thing you never thought you'd love and now you love doing it? And on the flip side, what's one thing you thought you'd love, but you'll never do again?
Ooh, that's tough. One thing I never thought I'd love. This is a weird one. Vacuuming and sweeping.
Okay.
It's a chore.
Yep.
But there's something very meditative about it, at least for me. And I don't mind doing it anymore, and I actually enjoy it because it is meditative. And as a dad, you got young kids around, there's a lot of noise, you don't have a lot of time to yourself. I could be like, oh, I'm going to go sweep, the patio, or I'm going to vacuum. And it's like a meditative thing that you can do that is also productive. And I hated doing chores when I was a kid. And now I don't mind it. Like sometimes my wife and I will be like, no, I'm going to vacuum. No, I want to do it.
So, I got this.
So what my wife and I have done is we've split the difference, right? So she loves vacuuming. There's some sort of for her, it's this like
It's a zen.
instant gratification.
Yeah.
And we don't even have rugs in the house. We have like an area rug in the living room, and that's it. But she still likes doing it. And I've always liked sweeping. I don't know why. When I used to work at my old job, it was, we used to make like raviolis and stuff. So there'd just be semolina and flour and just like shit all over the place. And I was told by several of the gentlemen I worked with were all Hispanic, and they thought it was really awesome that a white boy could sweep so well and methodically. And since, I don't know,
I've never heard of methodical sweeping.
that he was like, "You're so methodical with it." And I was like,
It's fantastic.
okay, cool. And it's always lived with me since then. It was just like, man, I'm pretty good at this. I like it. And I do find the zen in it. I totally do.
I get the zen too. Like I used to vacuum like when I grew up. It was mowing the lawn and vacuuming. Like I lived in the Midwest, so we had like a pool in the backyard. So it was vacuuming the pool and mowing the lawn were my like those were my gigs, right?
Mhm.
And I just remember like there was always something about like mowing the lawn. I would get lost in the lines.
Yeah.
I would get the same things like if I'm vacuuming and it's like a higher carpet. You get the
Higher
line, it's like,
rug, yeah.
oh, it's darker line that way. It's cool. And then like I would totally get lost in that. I can our current drummer, he gets lost on like those like video games that are like power washer simulator. Like
What?
he's like, maybe it's just the game is like you're power washing a wall or or like a driveway, and he's like, yo man, I just zen out on it. I just get in there. And I'm like, do you ever clean your own driveway? And he's like, nah man. But I'm on the game. So there's something, those certain tasks where you can kind of like just kind of lose it on and just kind of like go somewhere else for a minute.
I will also say that this has given me perspective, because there's a neighbor like three houses down who is literally in his driveway and his walkway, and he'll either be blowing it or sweeping it at any given time, like
Right.
5 days a week, 7 days a week he'll do it. And you'll just walk out and he's like, what changed in your driveway that you need to sweep it again?
Yeah,
But it's probably a zen thing.
that's just a dude that need to get out of the house for a minute.
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
He just got asked too many questions.
He's like,
You
the
know, or
driveway's at it again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take care of this.
Yeah. And then what's something you loved, or
Or that
thought
you thought you'd love that you're like,
Mhm.
nope.
The first thing that came to mind was travel, like flying in particular.
Okay,
I
yeah.
feel like when I was a kid, like flying on a plane was kind of like a novelty and exciting, and you don't have to deal with any of the luggage really, and you don't have to deal with the ticket counter or TSA or anything. You're just a kid. You're going on a trip. You're getting on a plane. You fly in the air, and then
Yeah.
you're somewhere else, and it's cool. As an adult, for a while, I had like a pretty gnarly fear of flying.
Really?
I think
oh man.
I think it was like tied to 9/11 in a lot of ways. Just seeing
That
that,
makes
I was like, oh
sense. Yeah,
shit. Like, but just like travel anxiety, trying to be on time and make your flight, and dealing with security lines and dealing with asshole passengers or people in the airport. It's just super stressful. And now that it's a part of my job, and it's really important that I'm on time to to make these flights and stuff so we can play
Right.
shows or start a tour or whatever. It's super stressful. And then we fly with a ton of gear usually, and that's always a nightmare. And we have to, when we fly internationally, we have to deal with like a thing called a carnet, which is like a customs manifest. It's like a list of all your gear and serial numbers and stuff. And the people that you deal with in customs are always difficult. It's a very like strict process, but nobody handles it the same. Right. And if they do it incorrectly, you can be liable for a bunch of fines and stuff like that. And so there's a lot of anxiety there, and I don't like it. I love playing shows. I love being on tour, but the travel part of it is not my favorite anymore.
Yeah, that spot where like you go from, okay, we toured in a bus or in a van or in something like that to like, okay, now we're doing flying and spot shows has got to be kind of like I imagine that was its own kind of like moment of like, oh, this is different, you know, but then I feel like now like in our current era, there's a lot more of that and a lot less of let's get on the bus and hit the road. There's a lot more of like, okay, we're going to be here for this many days. We're going to fly here, and then we've got a bus for these 3 days, and then we're going to fly here, and then we've got this other thing. It's not so much like living on the road, so to speak, anymore. So it's like it seems like there's just so much more of that flying. We
do a little bit of both, but look, we also between tours and stuff like that, we try to do like festival shows or whatever we get asked to do, little one-offs that require us to fly, and flying is always just a challenge. Especially internationally. It never goes smoothly.
I feel like things have gotten way easier for guitar players and bass players.
Oh yeah, because they're modelers,
but they're never. They're just there's nothing that's gonna fix it for drummers.
Yeah, it's true.
No, I've always got the most stuff, and we fly with some audio gear as well for like front of house and monitors and stuff like that. So
yeah,
we got a lot of stuff, and we show up at the ticket counter with all this gear, and the person that's working's like, "Oh Jesus, I gotta check all this crap in, and it's all heavy,
all these rack cases, and
yep." And they're all pissed off.
What hasn't been opened?
Yeah. And then everybody in line is like, "Oh, these guys with 13 fucking bags or whatever. I'm gonna miss my flight," and it's just.
You have the "I'm sorries" the whole time.
Totally. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know.
Sorry. Yeah.
So I do want. Have you ever traveled with your? I'm assuming you have. Have you ever done the plane thing with your kids?
Yeah.
Okay. What's worse, showing up at customs and being that guy with all your gear, or having screaming kids and being that guy on the plane?
We had a few flights early on where our kids were the kids that were crying, and it was it's difficult. It shifts your perspective quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
because when you are not somebody who has kids and you're on a plane and there's a kid crying and you're like trying to sleep or watch a movie or just relax, it's annoying. And you're always like, what the fuck are these parents doing? Like, why can't they get their kid to shut up? And then you're a parent. Yeah. And you're there with your kids and like, you're trying absolutely every trick that you know in the book, and then trying like new shit, trying to figure stuff out because you don't want your kids to be crying, and you know that it's bumming people out. And if you can't get it to stop, it's like the worst feeling. Like you were talking about saying sorry. It's like, what am I going to do? Walk up and down this plane and just be, I'm sorry. So that's difficult. Thankfully, my kids are at an age now where like they're good travelers, like they're mellow. They might get a little antsy if it's a long flight, but like for the most part, they'll chill out, read books, watch something. They're stoked to be flying. They're excited to get wherever we're going. So they're good about that. But like, the perspective flip when we had kids and they were crying, it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, when he and I started traveling together, he was just there was a couple of times when he was like, that fucking kid. Oh God. And I was like, dude, just noise canceling headphones.
Yeah.
And I'm usually the guy that when there is like a screaming child next to me, I'm always like, when they turn to me, they're like, I'm so sorry. It's like, I get it. When they going up and coming down is the worst part of the flight.
Right.
90% of the time, going up, coming down, that's the worst part of the flight. But
yeah, that's when their ears are going crazy.
Yeah. And they don't know why.
Yeah. And you can't explain it to them. You're like,
right.
This is just a thing that happens.
Pressure.
It's gonna suck for a little bit.
Yeah. It's funny because like I've definitely gotten better with it over the, because I've gotten better with putting myself in the shoes of the person that's like the parent.
Yeah.
Where I'm just kind of like, oh man, that parent must be, but like I'll often like I'll look at the parent and I'll be like, yo, I get it, man. I'm sorry, you're good. You're good.
But to Riley's point, you said your kids are at that point where it's like, it's cool now.
Yeah.
I've hit that point too, and it's such a relief. God, it's such a relief.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a pain in the ass going through an airport, like JFK, LaGuardia.
Right.
You're just like, where are they? No, stay between us. Stay between us.
Right.
No, staying behind is not cool. That's not your move.
Right.
If you don't see mine or your mother's ass, and you turn around and you don't see our face, that's not good. It's not,
right.
So, but the flight itself is way easier to manage.
Yeah.
Do you find, last like flight question, but like, do you have an easier time anxiety wise with like private flights versus like taking, like, you know what I mean? Because there's a whole other handful of things that you got to deal with that that I've found. My girlfriend works, she's on the production side for Joan Jett, so she does lighting and like the video walls and stuff, and assistant tour manage. So I've gotten to kind of like ask a lot of these questions of her and see kind of like what she deals with on that side of it too, which is crazy, right? So for you, do you find that like private plane type flights are easier to deal with, or there's just that extra bit of like, okay, well, this is smaller and this is
I wish I knew. I've never been on a private jet.
Oh really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I
we just
definitely would have thought you guys would have done that.
No, I've never done it.
Well, they're small and they're
fly the usual. I don't know that I would be comfortable flying on a private jet. Just, I don't like smaller planes in general because you feel every bump, and it seems like majority of the accidents that happen are with smaller planes. So I don't know that I'd feel comfortable doing that. But
I think it's funny too. I think it's funny too that the perception of private jet to people is what you see in movies and TV, where it's like everybody's just walking around like, hey, yeah, not a problem.
Oh, yeah, man, you press the button and the stripper poles come up.
No. You feel everything. You're sitting your ass down. Yeah, there's a bar there. You walk to the bar. If there's turbulence, your ass is going back to your seat. You're not standing at the bar.
Yeah. Quick story that'll put both of you off of private planes forever. My younger brother worked for a cannabis company out in San Francisco called Cat9, and when he was working for them, their owner would fly to from San Francisco to Los Angeles for different things on like a small plane, and he had gotten like a license, so he was flying himself. And he was like, hey, come on, we're gonna come on the plane. And my brother got on, and he was like, hey, just shut the door. And my brother had never been on a private plane before, so he like shut the door, and he was like, does anyone want to check this? Because I'm, like I've never done this. And they're like, no, it's fine. And he shut the door, but he didn't shut it all the way. Like he didn't, lock it all the way.
Yeah.
And mid-flight, the door came off, like literally came off. They were low enough to where it wasn't like they weren't getting that crazy, like it's going to suck you out of the plane type thing. You have to be pretty high for that. But like literally my brother's strapped in a seat and the door comes off the plane and they have to land the plane in like a park and shit. Like it's
Holy crap.
You
yeah.
never told me that.
Yeah, and he was
Holy shit.
he told me that, and I was like, "What happened?" He was like, "Oh yeah, this was like a year ago," and I was like, "And a year ago you didn't call me and tell me this? What the hell?"
That's
And he was
wild.
like, "Dude, it was the craziest shit ever," and like they couldn't say anything to him about it. They were like, "What did you do?" And he was like, "I asked if anybody would check the door." And like literally just because he didn't completely lock it all the way, there's enough pressure to where it like ripped the door off, like created all this
That's
crazy damage on the
bonkers.
plane.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
So,
crazy.
but he was like, yeah, you could just see the outside. It's just,
Jeez.
hey, there's the ground. It's far away.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
Yeah. Have you ever skydived or anything like that?
Hell no. No. I have a pretty decent fear of heights, so
Yeah.
it's not for me.
I did skydive and it was great, but it was harrowing.
I bet.
That moment.
Yeah.
And I'm not a small person either. And so, and the guy that was going to be strapped to my back, that was going to be my buddy, he wasn't small either. And when he saw me, he was like, "Oh man, we're going to rock it to the ground." And I was like, "What? What did you just say?" I was like, "Doesn't everything fall at the same speed?" Like I remember like half a day in science class, like there's terminal velocity or something. And he's like, "Oh yeah, man." And I was like, "Are we going to do any flips or anything?" He said, "Oh no, we're just going to hope it opens." It's like, dude,
Oh, God.
why would you say that?
No, thank you. Hard pass.
But it ended up being great. All right, question number 6. If animals could talk, which would be the funniest?
That's tough. Oh, I got to pick something, so I'm not sitting here thinking forever.
Right. Well, So the immediate thing for me, like, I start to think, like, okay, which one looks like it'll have a funny voice? Like, do I pick something with a long nose because I think it'll sound nasally? Do I pick like a giraffe with a long neck because he's going to sound like weirdly throaty? Like,
See, I also throw which one would have a good sense of humor into
also true. Yeah. Yeah.
into the mix.
How about an octopus?
Those are aliens, man. Like
Oh, yeah.
they're not even
the-
from here. Like,
The mouth is like in a very odd spot, covered by
Right?
tentacles mostly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that'd be
a
weird.
gelatinous tentacled beast with a bird beak.
See, I automatically, again, as a dad, I think of Finding Dory and Al Bundy. What's his name? Ed.
Oh yeah.
He's
Ed
the
O'Neill.
voice of Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill. Yeah.
He's the voice of the octopus.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So automatically, I think like, oh yeah, that would be. But
It's a good voice.
I could see it being funny. I mean,
And
he's a funny guy.
They're pretty smart too, so they'd probably have a lot to say, but it would just sound funny.
Oh, for sure.
Have you ever seen the videos where like someone will catch an octopus literally in a dumpster, like by like a store?
What?
Like in California, they will come out of the water. They will, because they can go on land and they can they'll go out and then they'll go back on, and they'll have like restaurants and stuff that are like on the beach, and there'll be like an octopus in the dumpster getting food, and it'll like
Snacking.
run itself. It'll like run
That's
itself
crazy.
back into the water. You can find videos of it. It's nuts, dude. They're aliens. They're not from here, man. They're crazy. They're super smart. They escape from every
Yes,
like,
I do
every
know about
tank
that.
they ever go in.
I do know about that.
But yeah, you can find videos on YouTube of people like literally like walking up to a dumpster and there's an octopus.
That's crazy.
Like, we're in New York, so I've seen lots of big rats.
Right.
If I saw an octopus, I would lose my brain would shut off. I wouldn't even know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do with that. I would freeze. I would be like, I would like glitch. I don't know what would happen. I'd be like, this is the Matrix. I'm out. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, super smart, super smart. And they can control every single one of the little suction cups too, independently. Like
that
you
I
can
knew.
do your fingers, which is
And they have
bananas.
what is it, 7 hearts?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Which is pretty interesting too.
It's a lot.
All right, question
This
number
is an
7.
educational podcast,
Right.
Mhm.
We ask dumb questions and educate in the process. We'd be great on Jeopardy. Together. Alone, screwed.
We would lose.
We would lose. We would lose. Question number 7, Riley. We want to go to the unscathed by the world, Riley.
Yes,
Mhm.
The young and naive Riley.
full of hope.
Full of hope and promise.
Remember that?
Yeah, right?
This business is what? No,
Mhm.
No, it's cool. It's great.
it's magic.
And we want to ask that one. How do you feel about garden gnomes?
Oh, kind of creepy, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
A little creepy.
Yeah.
Little man standing in your yard. Small.
Now, I'd like to
Small
ask.
hands.
I would like to ask,
Mm-hmm.
would you find more pause by seeing a singular, just one gnome hanging out in the yard? Or would you be more creeped out by multiple hanging out in the yard?
Multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to worry about the owner of said home or said
Well,
yard.
one could be a gift, right?
Yeah,
Multiple's a choice.
yeah.
Or where you keep your keys.
Well, one,
If you-
yeah, we've
The
said
spare
like,
key.
if you see one gnome, you know where their keys are. Like you can get in
One is like a thing that you could have in your yard, and then multiple gnomes is like a bizarre hobby.
there. Yeah, there's bodies buried. Like
Yeah,
this.
it's like the cat thing. Like if somebody has a cat or two,
Right.
probably
Versus
fine, but
9.
then when they have like
Yeah.
30 cats, like what are we doing?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Somebody has posed the question about, well, then it's a community. And he's said, no.
No, that's
five's a good enough community.
Yeah. More than that, you've got an armada. You're building. You.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Weaponized cats.
Right.
Or no.
Towards something else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's a goal in mind. You have an agenda that I'm not good with.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I'm not good with it.
Right. Exactly.
I don't find it pleasing. All right. So all these questions have just been kind of like to obviously get us talking, get us thinking, get us out of the normal kind of like, what's your music about kind of
Mhm.
stuff. But the main idea has been to just kind of like get you thinking about things that you enjoy and get us talking about things that we think are cool, because our ultimate question, it's the name of the show. We like to look at bacon as if it's like, it's that thing. It can be a topping, side, or main course on your dish, right? It improves
Mhm.
everything it's on. And metaphorically in life, for a lot of people, that's music. But
Mhm.
for a lot of musicians, we need something else to kind of like decompress. We need to find some other kind of outlet. So for you, like, what's your thing that just makes your life better? That's just whether it's you can turn your brain off, or it's something you can get lost in. What's your
Mhm.
bacon?
I was gonna say music, but that's not gonna work here. I would say probably
Well, it still
baseball.
can be baseball. Okay.
Music's too easy to default to. I'd say baseball probably. I've been a fan for as long as I can remember. Like some of my earliest memories are sitting in front of the TV with my dad watching games, and then like
Nice.
going out into the yard and swinging a bat or throwing a ball or whatever. And I played for a long time. I played up through my junior year of college, and
Oh wow. So
I'm
like
like a
serious,
baseball
yeah.
fanatic. Like follow it very closely. Done some freelance writing about it. I just love it, and
Didn't you do a podcast about it too?
I did a baseball podcast for a while. Yeah, I love it. There's something about the patience required to watch a game. It's changed since they changed like the pitch clock and stuff like that. But
Right.
the nuance and the patience required, it's almost like listening to jazz in a way. Like there's so much going on if you really pay attention, and it's not something that is like immediately gratifying. You got to wait for moments. So
Nice.
I'd say baseball is my bacon.
That's cool. I like the idea that baseball is like jazz. Like I wonder what the other sports would be in their musical genre equivalences. Like is football like metal? Or is
no, there's a lot of waiting in football too. And that's more for the sponsors and less for the playing of the game.
Right. But do you remember your first game?
Vaguely. It was actually at old Yankee Stadium. My mom's family is from upstate New York.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay.
we went to the city one time to watch the Yankees play the Angels, because the Angels are like the most local team here. And that must have been when I was like 4 or 5 years old. But I think that's the first game I went to and remember.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's a cool early memory.
And the original Yankee Stadium. I liked the original better than the new one, personally.
That seems to be the general consensus. The new one feels kind of like an outdoor mall, I've heard.
That's what they're doing with all these arenas that they rebuild and stadiums and all that stuff. It's just like it's got to be, or even airports. If you don't have a mall within whatever you're doing, apparently it's not like cool enough. But like, we're in New York. I'm not a Yankee fan. We're in Long Island, so
nice.
I gravitated toward the Nets, the Mets rather, and that's painful. As I grew up a Mets fan, so it's very painful. But like something about the history in the old Yankee Stadium is just super cool. Like it's indescribable. And same with Shea Stadium and like now Citi Field. Citi Field's pretty good. Like I feel like they did a good job modernizing it without creating that like completely commercialized feel.
Right. You're not like, why is there a Sephora here? You know?
Right. Yeah, like they have it's more about the experience than like, well, you're in a stadium, might as well shop.
Right.
It's like no.
Like baseball's good enough on its own. You don't need like
right.
commerce also.
Yeah. Well, that's
I need a place to get a pretzel. I need a place to get a beer.
Mm-hmm.
I need a place, when I was a kid, I needed a place to get a snow cone.
Yeah.
I could still do a snow cone.
My favorite things about a baseball game, at Shea and Citi Field. Well, Citi Field now, as far as the beer is concerned, the big draw at Citi Field when it first opened was this new way of they had a beer dispenser where the cup would fill from the bottom. Like it had this orange this metal cap at the bottom of the cup that you get, and they put it on the spigot and it would just fill from the bottom, and that was a big thing. And
was there logic behind that, or was it just it's different because it comes from the bottom instead of the top? Like
there's probably something with a perfect pour with the head, because people tend to be terrible.
Well, it dispensed Bud Light, so there's not a whole lot.
So no, it was just different.
Cool. It's from the bottom.
Right.
It was just different.
Yeah. It tastes shitty from the bottom too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Never mind.
Yeah.
But the helmets with a sundae in it. Did you ever get that?
Yeah.
Like, was that like a blanketed thing across the U.S.? Because I've never been to a baseball game outside there, and then the Detroit stadium I went to before it was demolished.
Yeah, I think that was like ubiquitous. Now I think it's less popular. I think at Angel Stadium for a while they were doing nachos in like a helmet, like a not a tiny souvenir helmet, like a big ass souvenir kind of helmet that they used to sell. but they just
Count
throw a
me
bunch
in.
of nachos in there.
I'm in.
You're only gonna get cheese on the top, man. It's not gonna. Those
Not
bottom,
you
bottom
shake it.
nachos are
You
gonna
shake
suck.
it. I feel like
they funnel the cheese in from the bottom.
Yeah, right.
oh
See,
yeah, like
that's
the
where
Bud
that.
Light. Don't dispense Bud Light. Dispense nacho cheese.
That's where that technology belongs.
So actually, funny enough, a few guests ago, his big thing was baseball,
Also
as well.
Yep.
He was like a stats guy. He was all about like hardcore into stats and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But he was
I dig
definitely he's a little bit away from our age range. So he did not appreciate the man. Baseball movies are the best.
A lot
Hands
of them
down.
are very good.
Best. If you're talking about like sports that are put into a movie format, baseball.
Maybe we're talking like Hot Shots.
Well,
Or,
that's
League of Their Own, or no?
well, yeah, League of Their Own, Major League.
I was thinking. I'm trying to find.
Major
I'm thinking
League.
Charlie Sheen. I'm trying to get
Major
there.
League,
So, yeah,
1
League.
and 2.
1 and 2.
Anything after that,
Natural,
don't do that.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
It's great.
Moneyball is great.
Rookie of the
Oh
year.
yeah, Moneyball. That was good.
Rookie of the year.
Did you say funky butt loving?
Did you say? Did you say funky butt loving?
Yeah. The Babe.
I've never been to a professional baseball game.
What?
Yeah.
Well, Indiana.
Well,
doesn't really have
I grew up.
it, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Indiana, so it was basketball. It was
Mhm.
so it was like college basketball, college football.
But you used to go over to Chicago, like go to the Cubs Stadium.
I went to Chicago when I was like 21.
Wrigley.
So I went to Chicago to drink and be stupid.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I wasn't like going to games. I was just being an idiot. But yeah, so Indiana it's all basketball and football. And all college too, not even pro. Like
Yeah.
nobody like there's an American flag and either a Purdue or IU or Notre Dame flag at the same height at every house. Like they're just like college football rules. You know, like it's just what it is. My first job was I was concessions at Purdue, like going through, and I was walking through like selling beers and stuff at like 15.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Nice try. Something I wanted to ask, and this is not actually about Artists in the Ambulance, which I'm sure when you do press and stuff like that, everybody's like, "Oh, new record, cool." Artists in the Ambulance. But my question actually is, you guys put out a podcast for it, and you guys and Silverstein are the only bands that I've really seen do like an accompanying podcast with the release of a record. Silverstein did it with Misery Made Me, and you guys did it with the 20th anniversary of Artists in the Ambulance. And dude, I could not get enough of that podcast, and I knew that it wasn't going to be a long-term thing. But what drove you guys to make that decision to do that?
For a while, we used to do like very extensive liner notes on our records, where we'd each write a little blurb about either writing the parts that ended up being the song, or recording, or how we feel about the song at the moment. And it was really cool. We haven't done that in a while. And I feel like doing a podcast was kind of like doing that, but in a modern way, because everybody's podcasting.
Nice, yeah.
And it's something that we could get out to people immediately. Like if they didn't have a physical copy of the record, they can listen to the podcast and hear a little bit about what went into writing songs, or with the Artist in the Ambulance reimagination thing, memories that we had from the recording process of it. We had guests on who were involved in the recording process, and I don't know, just a cool extra kind of peek behind the curtain for people. It was fun. It's always fun to revisit that kind of stuff, and it's a little bit easier to get into a conversational mode about it than to sit down and try to type something out that is coherent, or I don't know, because talking about stuff will spark other memories, and then it's like, oh yeah, and then this happened, and oh, do you remember when we did this? And when you're just sitting there typing away on your computer, like you only have what's going on in your own head. You don't have three other
there's no back and
working.
forth.
Would you guys ever consider doing that for newer records, or also, I feel like all the scene bands, like, Under Oath is going to be hitting every other, because of the original album cycle was every 2 years, right? And so now we're getting to the point where scene bands are all hitting 20th anniversary of album blank. So like Silverstein's doing it all the time, Under Oath is doing it all the time, Sleeping with Sirens is there. Like a lot of the big bands from that time are all hitting that 20th anniversary thing. But like, would you guys ever do that for a new record?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of did that with the new record. I wish we would have done it in audio format instead of audio and video. We did little video clips where we talked about the making of each song on the new record. And we're not great on camera. Individually, maybe we're okay when we are all sitting in front of a camera and being asked to remember stuff that we did months prior.
Right.
It can be a little slow, and none of us are like big, like outgoing personalities who are giving people this crazy sales pitch about the record. We're just kind of like humbly, quietly talking about creating music together, and it can be a little like NPR boring radio kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the people who are into our band actually find it kind of funny. They're like, yeah, this is boring, but it's funny, and
it's our guys.
I'm glad that they're doing this. It's cool to get a peek behind the curtain, but I watched the clips back and I'm like, oh God, we look like we're like being held hostage or something.
I'm such a nerd for that kind of stuff, where like just talking about the process and it like demos or like initial song like initial song ideas, even if it's a voice note from on an acoustic guitar. It's just like, I love all that stuff. I'm such a nerd for all that stuff. So it's like, it's really cool to me. And the way you guys presented it, I think the fact that you had those two records to kind of do that with and go, hey, here's from when we did it here with John Feldman, and here's when we did it here with them, like, and how you adapted it. I think that all went really well. But I would love it for any of your records. I would.
Nice.
Really. It was really cool.
I enjoy it. I like it when other bands do it, and with us, I feel like, or any band really, I feel like there's a fine line between like giving additional information without going too far, like as far as like how the sausage is made, or you don't want it to be too overly heady and or like give away secrets or anything like that. You want to provide information without overdoing it. And I feel like that goes for like bands' social media presence too.
Yeah.
Like you want to hear from your favorite bands, but like, do I really need to know like where you're going to lunch today? Or like, do I need to see you work out or whatever? Like, I want to like, I want more info about the band and like what you create. I don't necessarily need to have all the other stuff, but different strokes for different folks. And I know that there are like labels and managers and publicists who are like, no, you got to be like online all the time, like content. But that's just that's not really the way that we operate. So I feel like doing stuff like that podcast is a good way for us to be a little bit more present and a little bit more open without like oversharing. Whoops.
Without just being social media darlings.
Yes.
Well, it's also meeting the people that are fans of you, that are appreciative and into the kind of content that you're doing, and not trying to do content that you're not into doing, because that's only going to attract people that want that content. And then if you don't keep giving them that content, they're not going to be interested anyway.
Right.
You know, like if somebody wants to see me, if I'm not super interested in slapping you with a tortilla, and we make one video where we're doing that, no one is we're only attracting people that like to see us hit with a tortilla.
Right.
Right. And that's not going to get anybody to check out our songs.
Right. That's not something we're going to do on a regular.
What are you going to hit them with next? And it's like, oh,
you're
damn
the
it, now we're
guys.
that. Right. Now we're that.
Sweet, a fish. Great.
Right. Right. So I want to wrap this up. You've given us so much of your time. I really appreciate it. We both really appreciate it. This has been super cool. I have plenty of other questions that I have written here. Like there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I want to close out with just one. I wanted to say, what have you found to be the most rewarding, but also the hardest part of longevity?
The hardest part, I would say, is, I mean, just because of where I'm at in life, like touring now with kids is not like I'm taking them on tour, but having kids and going on tour is very difficult. And I saw Dustin and Tepe go through it, 10 years before I did. And they would talk about how difficult it was to be away from their family. And I didn't get it. And now I get it. And it's difficult. Like you miss out on stuff that your kids are doing. You're not there to help your wife out. Your kids don't have you there to put them to bed or take them to school or make them their favorite dinner or whatever. And that is difficult. But at the same time, I'm so beyond thankful to still be doing this, because I never thought in a million years that I would ever like make music as like what I do for a living, B, do any of the things that we've done, like outside of playing like a local show at Chain Reaction or some local venue, that we have gotten to tour the country and tour most of the world, and that we're still doing it after like 27, almost 28 years as a band is just fucking insane to me. And it's never lost on me. Like every time we get to do this and go out on the road, it's such a blessing. And even though it is hard being away from the kids and being away from my wife, like at the end of the day, when I do come home from tour, we've gotten to a level where like I can be wholly present for my kids and my wife, and like I'm around all the time unless we're like working on a record or something. Like I don't have to go to a 9 to 5 when I'm home from tour.
Right.
And I feel so lucky to be able to do that, because I know a lot of dudes that they're working 9 to 5s or 8 to 6 or whatever. They're traveling on weekends doing stuff, and they don't get to see their kids that much and spend that much time with them. So I have to remind myself that like the time away, it sucks, but the time at home is so valuable that I need to make the most of it and really be there for my kids and my wife.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
I love that.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. We hope you had a good time. Hope it was a more fun kind of interview conversation.
We know you guys don't do a lot of press, and the fact that you guys were able to do this was when we got the yes, I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
No, I'm stoked. Thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, we're
Nah,
both
man.
longtime fans.
Thank you.
And so this has been truly awesome. For everybody that's listening, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for being here. Definitely check out Horizons West. If you haven't checked it out yet, I don't know why you haven't, but definitely check it out. And also remember to ask yourselves every single day, while you're listening to Thrice and while you're following Thrice and doing all the things, doing all the stuff.
Mhm.
Ask yourselves, what is that thing for you that maybe it's your music, maybe it's baseball for you, maybe it's movies, maybe it's something else. What is that thing that's a topping side or main course in your life? What is that thing that makes your day a little bit better, that makes your day a little bit easier, that cures the doldrums?
I love that word,
Right?
doldrums.
Ask yourself that very simple question. What's your what?
Riley, you remember that? What's
What you
your
making?
Yeah.